Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is part 3 of a long part session with my build out of my car. And today we have a couple things we gotta tackle. I mean, I get through everything today, but we have a little helper today, my middle child Ivy. And before I go through all this stuff, I will have footage of this later in the video, but I already installed this myself and there was a fitting that was wrong. I have it over there. So we'll add that fitting, but the thing I'm gonna be doing today with this time is I'm gonna strap this thing down because it keeps falling off, and this keeps shooting up, and I keep losing it. It keeps going all the way up, and I have a generator on here earlier in the week. It literally hit me in the back of the seat. So I bought some Velcro. We're gonna Velcro this. We're gonna Velcro this down and get this done and strap down. And if we have time, we'll do some more stuff, but that's the main two goals with this right now. So that being said, let's get that going. I'm gonna probably start with stripping this down because this thing keeps falling off. My wife's gonna drive this tonight because we have church stuff going on. And again, I don't want her to get hit by this thing like I have the past couple times. So I'm gonna find my drill. Here it is. And I got some screws. Again, I have no clue where my stuff is because it's been a mess past 2 weeks. Got frozen in and out of the car, and it's just been a fun time. So I'm not sure where all my stuff is at this point. We're gonna find it though. We're gonna get it done. So. All right, this thing's about to die, but so I have this. One of my fittings, I already cut this through with that bad boy, and now we're just gonna Teflon tape it. Add it on there. It's gonna be a 90. Then pretty much this down, so everything's gotta get Teflon taped and tightened. So we're gonna do that. And then I got stuff coming in tomorrow to strap it down, the hose to go to this, to that, to this, and then also the adapter to go from here to the cox reel. And so by Sunday, I will have a full water setup. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. So yeah. All right, we're in the back of my car right now. Got my Teflon tape, and I also have my hole ready. These are already pre-held or hold or whatever you call it. So that's all I have to do is literally, where's it at? Wherever my little, here it is. All I gotta do is put a little Teflon tape on that and screw that in. Now I gotta put this bad boy in. So Teflon tape, screwed in. I've already tried it, so it does fit. Praise the Lord. And then we're just gonna pretty much go down from here with Teflon tape and make sure everything's in there good and hopefully not gonna leak. So yeah, very simple. I'll set you up and we'll get that going. So just some Teflon tape here. If you want to ask me, ooh, when I ask if I've ever done this before, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I have done a little bit of work here, as in adding Teflon tape and whatever. I'll show you. So pretty much we're just gonna leave a little gap here and start screwing her in. And we got some pipe wrenches here, as you saw. This little part off here, it's not so clean. All right, so we can get a bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Experience is showing right now. I always wanted to have my own thing going on, you know, not to rely on anybody else. And so, you know, having it myself. Attach this. Yeah. little more Teflon. It's gonna really stink as if at the end of the day this doesn't work. Like it leaks or something, or doesn't leave the water. Didn't like I can screw it up with my hands, but I'm hoping that's fine. If not, we'll beat that bush when it comes around. But here's the setup again. I'll have a water hose come in, and I'll 90 it, and I'll just have a little spot right here that I'll put it. I have some screw hooks that I'll probably use like a little bit of a bungee cord and just kind of keep it all together and hook it up there. That way I can just take it out, fill it up. Then obviously this is going to go towards here. All right, so what I got going on is I have some big screws I bought from Lowe's. That's going to be for the Cox reel. May get to that later, but as of right now, we got to put these down. So the ones that came with it, they're super long, which is great, I'm sure, for sturdiness, but I don't have, there's not enough wood. Like my screws will go straight through this bad boy. So I try to figure something else out. I may end up trying to use these, as long as they don't go through, which they might actually not. So I'm gonna start trying to do these real fast, the bigger screws, and then we'll add screws around the top here in a second. Yeah, Ivy? Is that what's up? Gotta find a... Alright, we got you on a tripod now. And we're gonna see if we can get this going. I'll try to put this on the bottom here. Go that way. I'm gonna pray this doesn't puncture my thing here. Put my hand here, so in case it goes through. Alright, that's good. We good. Let's put another one in here. I got these smaller screws. I figured I needed some smaller ones because this wood's it's not the thickest wood, you know, it's not going to major plywood, so I had to find something that wasn't as thick here. Steak. Well, there are 2 anchor points. They're not perfect, but I'm not gonna play around with them too much. We're just gonna get them. Look at this thing anchored down. Hello. Hello. You got a snack, baby? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna push this through. Hi, be Blake. I chose this kind because I don't know about you, but I hate ratchet straps. I despise them. Like, absolutely despise them. For sure I'm doing this backwards, but yeah. I'll show you the other side here in a second. But again, I'm literally just keep pulling it all the way up here and then pushing the rest in the back and tying it at the other spot. That way it stays, it won't come untied. It stays super tight. Very minimal, but like that we have things strapped down. All right, hey guys, welcome back. This is again about 2 days after I did this bad boy. Strapped her down and got this pretty much good. It needs a little bit more work, but we're gonna keep going because we need to, this little part, my goal is to get this bad boy done. So I'm thinking about something here. Maybe stupid, I'm not sure. All right, that's what I'm thinking. Because I don't have my pressure washer can't really be fixed yet. Got this and we got this. So I'm gonna cut this in half, cut both of these in half. And I'm gonna wrap them and put them up there for the shelf so I can put it stuff. It doesn't slide around and fall off. So we're gonna see if that works. I'm gonna first cut this real fast, just make it straight. All right, I measured that up there. So 47, one right here. We're gonna go cut this. Now you're thinking, these aren't together. You'd be right. They aren't together. Got my hammer. gonna, no joke. First off, I wonder if I can, 14 it is. Okay, we're gonna go cut this. Literally, the last thing I do is this for the water inlet. Let me actually tighten that up real fast. If you guys saw me, I was building this shelf, as in this top part right here. I've done a couple things off camera because I kind of did it during the work time and just did it really fast. But we're literally almost done with this build out. So come follow along, I guess. I got a couple more things I'm gonna do tonight. Hopefully be able to get it all done. And yeah. Just got a couple of things, but first let me show you what I've done so far. So as you, again, like you saw, this is all done. The light is horrible, but I built, last time you saw, I had these cut out and put them up here, but I carpeted them and just screwed them in, and so that's it. Also, my birthday just happened, right at, like the day before or the day after I did, my birthday was actually, I think, the day after I did that, and so I got this bad boy for my birthday, air compressor reel. And one of the things we got to do tonight, if I have time, is I need to put some flex, whatever it's called, seal tight, or I don't know what it's called, but this thing leaks really bad. I fixed this right here. I did that right here a while back because I've had this for a while, but this leaks really bad. Don't mind, it's disgusting maker. I actually just did a detail, but we got these two. I got these two things mounted, and that leads us to the next part of what got done. I also got my generator mounted. Again, it looks a little wonky, but pretty much have a little anchor right down here. Same thing I had on this water, and little anchor down here, and so very simple. I have literally a piece of 2x4 on both sides. So it literally is not going anywhere. Also had to put a 2x4 down here underneath this because it was literally bowing because it's so heavy, and there was nothing in the middle of this beam here of where we made the shelf, or where we made this platform. So there's nothing right here, so I can literally put my hand, and so I had to put this little 2x4, did the trick, fixed it, and we're good. Don't mind this, I ran out of water, so I had to pick this up and try to get as much water as I can. And lastly but not least, as you saw the air compressor reel, I got an air compressor. Yeah, my mother and father-in-law are amazing, so they got me an air compressor from, this is the one I wanted from Home Depot, and they also got me their hose reel, which I asked for. So praise the Lord for them for doing that. I gotta have a couple things I need to figure out because the hose here, when the water comes through, the way I had it down here, it kinked and wasn't able to get water. So I got to figure that out as well. But again, we have two things tonight that I'm gonna try to do to really finish this up. So as you can see, I got bottles everywhere. And so the two things I got to do is mount my bottle holders, and then I have a little holder because I thought it'd be awesome and a lot more neat. A little holder to put, it's gonna be the, it's gonna be my foamer, and this is gonna be the nozzle. So this is gonna be for the foamer, and this is gonna be for my nozzle for my pressure washer. And literally just simple as you have two bolts. It hangs like this. For this little top there is for extra nozzles, and then the bottom is for some bottles or whatnot, which I really won't need, but nonetheless, those two things are just gonna help clean up this place. So we're gonna do that. First off, I gotta see if I can even mount it, because I was thinking, because I put this up here, I was like, will this be enough room for the bottle holder? And I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure if it's gonna be big, like wide enough. As I did a detail the other night, so a lot of things I learned that I need to fix, or kind of learned what I need to do to make it a lot more better for details in general. Which I guess that's what we call a DIY, because again, things can be changed, things can be played with, and so that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I also got to figure out what to do with all my towels. I kind of threw them all back here, and it could go a lot better than what I have here. So, nonetheless, let's see if our thing fits. Sorry. As I do most of these videos, again, I know a lot of you guys are like, man, why is it taking so long for him to get the things done and videos out? It's 11 o'clock right now. And so some days I don't feel like staying up until 11/midnight to do videos, and then wake up bright early in the morning to go and clean bathrooms and detail. So that's fine. So this one, I think, is going to be just a little too long. Oh, maybe not. It may not. Yeah, it looks like it is gonna be. Yeah, I think it is. Don't worry, don't fret, because I have an idea. So I got this handy dandy 2x4. Whoops. And it literally looks like it's the same length. Oh, literally looks like it's the same length as this, which I don't really want. I want it to be, I need a cut. Issue is, I don't have my saw. I don't have my saw here. I'm pretty sure the bottle holder won't fit on this thing either. Actually, I think the bottle holder actually fits. Now, do I want that shelf so I can put it right here? Probably. I don't know. Let me get my tripod and let me use 2 hands and see what I like, because I might just try to figure out how to cut something here. Again, I don't got my saw, but I do have a sawzall somewhere in here. So I may just be using a sawzall tonight. But let's see what this looks like if I didn't add any more space to this. So I do like having it open, but it doesn't matter fully. Let's imagine this right there. And I already see the issue, so it doesn't even fit. So that makes my decision a lot easier than I anticipated. So now I get down to the nitty-gritty. Now I gotta cut this board. I gotta figure out how long we need it, because I need to measure between both pieces, and just literally I'm just gonna cut it. And I should have enough. It may not be the prettiest thing, but I'm gonna carpet it, and so I'm gonna carpet it and then literally screw it in. It should be very simple. We'll screw it in on the sides, because I don't think I can't get anything down below. So it should be 4 screws if I can get my drill in. I don't know if I can even get my drill in between. All right, let's measure this out. We're at about, oh gosh, I'm gonna say 42. It's gonna be very rough, a very rough cut. I don't know if you've ever used a Sawzall, but I have. I used to work for an HVAC company, and I've cut in a couple boots and all sorts of stuff. Trying to cut straight with the Sawzall is a very difficult task, to say the least. Alright, we're just gonna send it. We're gonna see what happens. Well, I should have done that in the car. First off, should use the air compressor to get it off, but I ain't gonna do that. All right, let's see if this fits. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's gonna. Oh, please don't be too tight. Oh no. Oh no. I'm off by like literally, like literally that much. I'm off. Probably because my cut was not straight at all. Like I said, it's very hard to cut with the Sawzall, and I didn't want to cut my plastic here. We fit, baby. It is tight. It's not too tight, but I kind of want it that way. So got plenty of room for this stuff. All right. All I do now is cut some. We'll get my knife. I found the best way to cut this stuff is literally with my knife. So we're gonna do that. Clean. You missed all of it though. How dare you miss it? I see a little bit of gap. I think this is gonna be good. I don't think I have to put anything on the bottom here. But so we'll mount this. So the gap right here, like where you can't see it, it won't matter. So this will be mounted right here. Like so. This will be mounted probably like right here. And the rest, this open area that has that seam, I'm gonna add one more piece because I have a couple pieces right here. So add one single piece to make it look flush. So my car is literally such a mess. I didn't know what to do with all my stuff. I did all this work, so I just kind of put everything in the this bad boy. Here's the hard part. Oh my goodness. I wish you could be here to see how difficult this is. Oh. This massive battery does not help with weight distribution. I'm trying to get this stupid crevice. Alright, I got one in. It's about as good as I think I'm gonna get. Dear goodness. There's two. My back's killing me now. My back's already killing me, but alright, now on to the last one. So this bad boy came with these little screws. How about these? I don't know which one's better. I don't know. They might be the exact same. Just one's, I don't know. Well, guess that answers that question. Those really stink. Dear goodness. Alright. Two of the ones I have. Alright. I actually have a different full nozzle. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere in the garage right now, I think, or maybe it's somewhere in here. I'm gonna clean this out here very soon. But in the meantime, nice. Really. Do some real fast. Oh yeah. Question is, do I put another piece right here? Alright, last thing we do before I'm going to bed. It's literally almost midnight. I plan on getting to work at 5, so probably should go to bed soon. I'm going to cut this.